Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
You have got to get up pretty early to go do something. We are the Alternative Dig Talk. With our mobile studios, we are redefining TV presentation just as technology is setting the pace. We are blending our approach with fresh, perspectively designed breakfast show, The Mighty Drive, informative and entertainment show, exclusive and live interviews.
We President Museveni wadde juzi namulaba apima akawunga kilo 2 tasobola kalya nini bwaba alya kilo 5 oyannema okuliisa eggwanga ne bwe limundekera.
Njagala kwebaza the Alternative Dig Talk etuwadde kano ka Mighty Drive era n'abatuwuliriza bonna abali ku mikutu njagala basaba mugenda mu maaso n'okuwuliriza.
All given to you just a click away on your phone, tablet, laptop and smart TVs as we are streaming live on our social media platforms, on the road and on the go. We are the Alternative Dig Talk.
Hey Ugandans, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Dewa Kiki, the Deputy Defense Spokesperson and actually the Deputy Spokesperson for the Uganda People's Defense Forces. I was hosted on Alternative Dig Talk. I encourage all Ugandans that this is the way to go. Always watch, participate, give your views and ask questions on Alternative Dig Talk. Dig Talk, the way to go.
Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Well, 2 minutes past 7 a.m. A very, very good morning and a warm welcome to the Mighty Drive Show. Chemanyi buli omujali esanyu limubuganye naye comments already nyingi abantu aba streaming today. It is a massive, ladies and gentlemen. We have the captain himself, Mr. Hassan Wasswa Mawanda. Walimu studios nango already ya settings da. Mwalimu ebale kubanga mwegase ku Mighty Drive olunaku olwaleero. Show ya feberayo every Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. To 9 a.m. With me, Edgar, Mathew, Karuhanga, olusi mbeera ne Mukose Arnold Anthony, olusi ne Bikobere Farida, ne Lilian Luwedde. Tubeerawo wano nga tubaweereza because we promised you we break down having a conversation with Uganda. And today it's going to be a sports drive. We are having, the captain of the Uganda Cranes. He's still a captain, once a captain, always a captain. 15 years of a prosperous career at the national team. Byobadde Onyo, he has been there and he's considered to be one of the people who are in that golden generation that led us back to the AFCON. After 38 years without seeing the AFCON finals. He took us back with a couple of young geniuses. Twalaba Farouk Miyakba, that goal that took Uganda back, that was I think 2017. He took us back to another consecutive AFCON final in 2019 where he showcased a lot, ladies and gentlemen. We have Hassan Wasswa Mawanda. He's already in studios. Agenda kuba negatako Masawo kasokemba wa mauli agabade gatambula je mutabadde mangu kye bayita olukwakwayo bangambye abantu bagala kulaba captain bagala kumanya what intrigued him to retire at this particular time. Why did he retire with Dennis Masinde Onyango? Was it a trick? How was his life? Bantu banji bamuconsidering okubanga national team yali agifuula club bichi omusajja badde atya consistent for 15 years nga kuba kugwanga byonna bigenda kuwanga tubimubuuza wano mu Mighty Drive, because that is what we do. We bring the people you want to listen from and we give you credible information at the right time. Munzikirize soke njigeko mu mawuli agabadde gatambula olunaku lw'eggulo. Uganda ya celebrating the National Heroes Day, that is 9th June 2021. Twalabe President Museveni yabadde wali ku Kololo Independence Grounds. Though it was a scientific celebration, twalabye kugaba medali, we didn't see any medals and that. Twalabye it was a scientific event because of COVID-19. Muchimanye naku zino COVID-19 yabadde ravaging the whole world. So olunaku lw'eggulo twalabye Heroes Day. Naye kyebuuzibwa abantu be balwanirira byo babifunye mba heroes baba celebrating enough? That is a question you can ask yourself, or you can ask your neighbor who's watching with you today. Bo bebalwanira ababifunamu abalwanira mu sports. Twalaba Akiboa, he was the first person to bring the gold medal in Uganda 1972. Did he was he celebrated enough? Tulabenga ba Philip Omondi bakuba omupiira bantu banje ba heroes abaddewo ne walone ba heroes bananga the unsung heroes who are there even up to now. Have they been celebrated enough? That is a question for you to ask yourself as we celebrate the national hero, as we celebrated the National Heroes Day yesterday. Mu mawulire amanja amalala gabadde gatambula olunaku lw'eggulo emmotoka ya Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. He is the president of the National Unity Platform. Bamuwadde emmotoka ye gye baali bakwata of recent. Jukira emmotoka baali bagimporting. It's a bulletproof car. It's a very very nice car. Naye baali scrutinizing ne balabanga bamubanja emisolo giri worth 329 million I think. Ye Kyagulanyi kye yawakanya n'agenda yakola a bit of retaliation in the tax council nayagala bamukendereze ku tax naye bino byonna bagaya inozisasula naye president Yoweri Kaguta Museveni according to Kyagulanyi Ssentamu yagambye mbuno ordering the release of his car, and he was asking himself, where does the president get the mandate of just letting the car making orders just like that? Nagambye motoka bagikwata oba bagite nagambye so kwate motoka ekyali unlawful because baali bagibaladda ne basasula the eligible tax balina okusasula. So nagamba tagenda kubanga asasula azine ensimbi ze bamugamba okubanga asasula. Naye that is politics for you. Ye President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni olunaku lw'eggulo we had addressing eggwanga on the National Heroes Day. Yabuuziza n'agamba yakoshonize n'abagamba buli omu ayagala okukyusa government, the NRM can only leave government through an election. Ye bwe yagambye if you are going to use force, he is the master of violence. He has said that a couple of times before. N'abagamba mbuno he's only leaving power when it is an election loss, but we've seen him from 1986. We started the elections in 1996. He has never won an election, and I don't know when this will happen, but let's wait and see. Ye cabinet twagirabenga bagironza olunaku lw'eggulo naye abantu abasinga bagambye mbuno eno cabinet yabaddemu erimu abakyala bangi, of which it is a fact. The ladies in the cabinet this time round have eaten big. Nga bagamba prime minister is a lady, the vice president is a lady, the first deputy prime minister she is a lady as well. Cabinet ministers Banjiba Margaret Muhanga's Banjinyo. Why is it that the president decided to have ladies help him in this in running this country? That and more will be coming your way. I don't have time, but I'll be giving you as I promised you the profiles of the different ministers and state ministers this time round in our subsequent shows. I think next week we will be profiling these different individuals and how they reach to be members of the cabinet of Uganda. Bantu banji badde bayogera bingi kuba n'abakyala nga balaganga abagamba they won't be doing a lot. But let's wait and see. Everybody deserves a chance at the end of the day. Yejoy Sebugwawo eyali mayor wa Rubaga division mchala abadde mu FDC, the Forum for Democratic Change, for a while. Naye twalabye nga bamuwadde oba mugongomoddeko ogufo. She is a state minister for information and communication omukyalo ono. Abantu banji bagambe kati byatandise okufiishinga NRM has been doing this. Atune deputy speaker of parliament gwetwine Hassawa Anita Among, she was an FDC cadre. Abantu banji ba Beatrice Anywa tulabye nnyo nga NRM fishing from the opposition. Is the opposition still credible even up to now to be standing up for Ugandans as they claim? That is a question for you and for myself. We'll think about this and we'll see, because tulabye fishing nyingi bafuna abantu abanji okuva mu opposition. 9 minutes past 7 a.m. Ndoza kamalize ne COVID-19 ayongedde okweyongera mu ggwanga Uganda. Cases twafunye nyingi olunaku lweggulo twalabye n'abantu 10 nga bafa in the Soroti National Referral Hospital because of COVID-19. Bagambe they didn't have enough oxygen, and this has been a cry out throughout the different referral hospitals. Even Mulago itself, Bagambe nakuzino oxygen is really so scarce. So ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to wear your mask, keep sanitizing, keep a social distance, and if possible, keep a quarantine, as the President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu himself proclaimed, by the way, as he always tries to tell you. And so Bambi, COVID-19 is ravaging. I don't know, as this strain is not only prone to the old people, but it is also prone to the young people themselves. People are dying right there in Uganda because we don't have enough or adequate health facilities that will accommodate all the 45 million people. So some will be ravaging in their homes. Never experts, you should learn to have home care for the COVID-19 patients. So ladies and gentlemen, keep that mask, keep sanitizing, keep that social distance. If you don't have to do anything, don't go out. Just 10 minutes past the top of the hour. By the way, twalabye muyimbi singer gobaita Shiba Karungi. She celebrated 10 years in a music career. What does it cost to have 10 years in a music career? We shall be talking about that. I think tomorrow we'll be having the musical drive. We have an artist. I hope we can look for Shiba. Maybe if you cannot get her this time round, we will get her to tell us her 10-year journey. How has it been? What are some of her achievements? What are some of the failures, and what are some of the challenges she has found along the way? 11 minutes past 7 a.m. Dozagega mauli okujako ne nalabeko ekiwandiiko olunaku lwa leero. Chambogo University denying Ntino passes na muganza yasomera kweno university. That means we have been living a fraud life from Chalo na badatu limba. Wechibanga, it is factual information that Chambogo yamuganye okubanga nga yamwe wakanye okubanti yasomera yo the bachelors of social works ja claiming. Parliament meetings ozigenda kuberanga ziri a kololo for this time round yani final shift ya buses ade stwala abana okuva mu the different bus parks abade stranded. Police ya ingide for the first time I've seen the police doing its rightful work. They were there. The trucks were adequate. The students, all of them were taken to the different districts that they come from. So that is a plus to the Uganda Police Force and the AIGP, the IGP himself, Mr. Martin Okoth Ochola. Yakoze chabade chamanyi. Baba antu wasatu mbabili baba remandinze over self-made bombs. Binu mawuli manji nyo. Tulabe n'abantu batandise okutya enchikwe cha COVID-19. Wali ku DRC bagamba ba refugees abayingidde nga badduka the eruption. Bayinza okuleta COVID-19 mu ggwanga. Eddakiika 12 ezakayita kusawe mumunzikirize mbaleke ngende for a short commercial break. When I come back, I'm going to be having the captain himself. He's already in studios, a very humble gentleman. He has played for the Uganda Cranes over 75 caps. Musajja Tusulugamba, he has experienced the Uganda Cranes. He's going to be telling us much more about his life. Where has he come from? What are his plans? What next for him? Is he joining politics? Is he becoming a coach? That and much more coming in the second few minutes of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for a short commercial break. When we come back, I have Mr. Hassan Wasswa, myself, and Lilian Luwedde on set. Good morning.
Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
got to get up pretty early to go do something. We are the Alternative TikTok. With our mobile studios, we are redefining TV presentation just as technology is setting the pace. We are blending our approach with fresh, perspectively designed breakfast show, The Mighty Drive, informative and entertainment show, exclusive and live interviews.
We President Museveni wadde juzi namulaba apima akawunga kilo 2 tasobola kalya nini bwaba alya kilo 5 oyanema okuliisa eggwanga ne bwe limundekera.
Njagala kwebaza the Alternative TikTok etuwadde kano ka Mighty Drive era n'abatuwuliriza bonna abali ku mikutu njagala basaba mugendo maaso n'okuwuliriza.
All given to you just a click away on your phone, tablet, laptop and smart TVs. As we are streaming live on our social media platforms, on the road and on the go. We are the Alternative TikTok.
Hey Ugandans, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Dewa Kiki, the Deputy Defense Spokesperson and actually the Deputy Spokesperson for the Uganda People's Defense Forces. I was hosted on Alternative TikTok. I encourage all Ugandans that this is the way to go. Always watch, participate, give your views and ask questions on Alternative TikTok. TikTok, the way to go.
Alternative TikTok. Real issues, real talk.
يقفز إلى 10 نقاط. الكتي ماهر صبرة، كرة إلى حسن وساوى الأوغندي، كان يلعب طبعا نظام البطولة الموسم الحالي اختلف، يعني نظام الكرة عند اللاعب وساوى يلعبها اختلف عن إلى رمية تماس لفريق نادي النجم. على أرضه خسر 2-1 وخارج أرضه خسر بهدف وحيد. منذر يلعب الكرة، حسن يحاول، ضاغط عليه اللاعب وساوى يقطع الكرة. حسن عنان.
نعرف انه مجموعات اللاعب بامكانها ان يستمر. عبد الله ياسر واحد من لاعبين المنتخب البحريني، هذه كرة على جهة اليسار. جمال راشد لكن قطع الكرة من امامه حسن ماواندا وساو. ومنتخب لبنان كما قلنا ومنتخب البحرين.
وصلاح دخل منطقة الجزاء، تشتيت.
تنفيذها مولمي في الجانبية، يمرر الآن عند وسوا انتيجي وسوا للوراء
على المنتخب البوركينابي على اللاعب يوسف كابو يلعب عيسى رمي التماس وصلت إلى اللاعب يوسف كابوري تحت
جوردان ايو ومكن الدفاع الأوغندي من العولة ثم المنتخب التونسي يلعب أولى مبارياته يوم الأحد كذلك من خلال مواجهة منتخب غينيا بونغ عشيان بونغ خطيرة كورة
mukulikira ennyo ddala mukuwummula tubadde n'amawulire mukulu Edgar Mathew Karuhanga gatuwadde ate mulabye ka vidiyo k'omugenyi waffe gwe tulina mu studios omwami Wasswa gwe tulina olwaleero era nga ye abadde assistant captain ndowooza akyali agenda okuba bitunnyonnyola byonna olunaku luno olwaleero ate nga mbaliriza the mighty drive ye program gy'oli mu kulaba amanya nze Omumbejja Luwedde Lilian andi ne munnange Edgar Mathew Karuhanga era nga yeesoseewo okuba nti atuwa amawulire ge mulabyeko akambabuuzeeko mwenna abatulabira mu bitundu by'eggwanga ebyenjawulo abatulabira mu ggwanga Uganda abatulabira emitala w'amayanja mwenna ababuuzaako omulimu gwe mukola gwa maanyi nnyo nnyini ddala tusiima ate era tusiima wongerwa mwenna aba sharing videos aba commenting thank you very much wanga tasobodde ne munnange kubanga olaba show eno mu bulambalamba ku Facebook nyongera okubajjukiza nti ku YouTube kwe tuli era nga YouTube channel yaffe eri the alternative Uganda bw'oba ogenze munnange subscribing ku channel yaffe oleme kubeera nga munnange ate osubwaso bw'obanga otuseeyo subscribing ate onyigena kadeka notification situli bwe bateekayo videos ofuna notification ekugamba nti bataddeyo video nomanya video ki nsonga ki ze boogerako ate era munnange naawe nobeera nga osobola okuba nga onyumirwa bulungi nnyo nnyini ddala lunaku lwakuna munnange mbabuuzaako mwenna gyoyadde public holiday naye abamukuffe twadde tugyerabidde naye olwaleero lunaku lwakola so obanga munnaye tunazuukuka nyongera okujjukiza nti sambyako ogende munnange ate onoonye ekigulira amagala eddiba kagenda butereevawo omugenyi ate abuuze kuba tulaba then n'oluvannyuma tugende mu maaso tusase okulaba
science okunsanga nange
buuza kuba tulaba
oluganda nkugambye omanyi olwanye nnyo ewaka nze ne musajja muganda science okuhostinga ku the mighty drive ne kuhostinga ku digitalk Uganda is it alternative digitalk ne musanyufu okubeera nga ndi ku mpeo and it has been long okubeera ku TV because I've been up and down kwata kino retirement kwata academy so it's a long journey and mpira tetunaguvaamu tukyagulimu so we want to give back to the youth because naffe gitwava so all in all ni musanyufu nnyo okuhostinga era kansubire shagenda kutambula bulungi.
Captain, chatusokere first things first. What is happening after retirement? You had a prosperous career. Miaka nga 15 ngokuba ku Cranes and first of all let me tell you I was honored to watch you from your evolution because wali otandika kompira okuba ku Cranes no zanangi natandika okulaba by then nga tuchanponya ngo bali ba ande mwesigwa basekaja. I think you came in that room of 2006 awongotandika.
Yeah, when Sekaja was living.
So I was glad to watch your journey of football as I'm growing up also. So kotweche chikena maso kati in retirement chili chitia.
Yeah, retirement now. I'm just focusing on family and this is something that I've been longing for because all along Kokoma mu Uganda 1 week then you head back to Kumulimogo. It wasn't a difficult situation for us footballers because family ojiraba mu katono then the team were very nayo for a banga dene. So now retirement, I'm focusing on my family, get to relax a little bit. Then when the league starts, planning ebiddako.
Captain, tukenda kwogerako ku football transition yo byonna naye twagala tusooke tuddeyo where it all started from because as the mighty drive we want to know your story as a footballer. Otandise otya okukula okunomanya mbu I'm going to also start being a footballer. Okuliddewa wenyine bakuzaddewa your evolution. How do we get to know who Hassan Wasswa is? Akuza atya okufuuka Hassan Wasswa?
Yeah, nze nga Hassan Wasswa nakulira Naguru. and this is a place that made me to be who I am.
Yes.
I grew up from Naguru. My father was a footballer, the late Hassan Mawanda, and my mother was a netballer. Because family wana yaba mizanyo tete yari but ye chari. Nakula nga negoma daddy wange because he was playing for KCCA. By that time it was KCCA FC. Nganze buli wava ku mulimu ngena najja nantwala ku Tsawe Lugoga because from Naguru to Lugoga it was a few minutes walk kwa tutambulawo. So nga negoma manyo those legends that Wilbur Musikas basami bali banji naye abamu nalisi bajukira because nalikana gato. But I got motivated through my dad because muntu era kutuza wansi nagamba, you know what, ompira mulungi gusa okufula kikyoli, but eventually you need to okusoma as well because when you don't study ompira it's a short time career, so you not bikwasaganya bintu bibiri. So may he so rest in peace because this is the person that used to guide me from way back. So zinakuya Naguru era, that is why even right now I'm giving back to my people in Naguru. We're trying to organize a football academy. So I'm trying to lobby sponsors from the government, talking to the honorables because some of them I'm talking to them, but hopefully they will come through and we give back to Naguru. Then my school time, from Lugogo Nursery School, Shimoni, now it's no longer there. My primary, yes, that Shimoni Demonstration School from P1 to P7. Then in my senior one, that is when my football career started. So
primary
narisi good feeding anga muganda wenga ansinga. By the way, funny thing is he's called Kato Hussein, but eventually when he got to Chibuli SS, he nasawo nga yakubera doctor. Nadde mabba inengamba Katonda nyambi. By the way, my twin we are so tuli so different. Tuli so opposite because ye Muslimu new staunch Muslim atenze ndia okatono tono. The modernized Muslim abatono tono.
Kansubire kalito kona koko watoli modernized. But yeah, so primary walito feeling and walito.
Not really. Primary I was being covered because Kato was so good that nganzi temami nakuma tamanyo basa no sojali.
Nenga tebaba confusing.
No, we're not identical. So Kato used to look like my mother, as I look like my father. So ngatulia ngo tutegeera bagamba asano Kato saying so nenga ye because he was using left and he was so good nga bamuyitane Maradona. Because so that is where he was level since namusemberera ngamba me I'm focusing, me I'll concentrate, I'll wait for my chance because I think that is what drove me to be who I am. I was so patient, so not rushing into anything, so that is what got me to be who I am, being patient.
So you started primary, then
secondary I went to Kakungulu Memorial. Kato was at Chibuli. So I was like, Kato is at a school whereby there is football, and Kakungulu also there is football. So let me try and see who will be better than who. So and eventually first time, then we got the news from him himself, Kato Nagama, Daddy Omanyi, Peter Sigena Gusamba. So me I was in the corner sitting, waiting. So that is when it kicked off. So they called us for school tryouts because by that time post primary. So we came. It had two teams: the junior team and the senior team.
Yes.
So I came in. I explained myself. ABCD. By the time I was playing. Striking, by the way. Funny thing is,
for you, everywhere. That is not surprising me.
So, coach Najana Ngamba, train Kari Jango to Gezese. The first time I entered the pitch, my first touch, my everything, guy Nagama, go to Sambi Ambana to Jango in the senior team. So from
how old are you then?
I think by that time I was I was 17, 16. Yeah, senior one, yeah. So coach nangamba, you know what, Hassan? Go jangweno, go senior player jangweno. So this is something that drove me to limits. Nangamba, no. I mean senior one. I'm playing with the senior players. So I'll have to just push on.
Or senior player class. Senior 3 no kwambuka wagulu senior 5.
Senior 4, senior 5, senior 6. Kati ba junior mulimu senior 1, senior 2, senior 3. Kati so nyingi the main team, so all the senior players kana katoka gara that grudge as Ugandans have kana katoka achika so
I'm netball bobanga oli kana ka senior 1 usamba mu senior team bakuteka mu center.
Yes, but era nange chibanko banga na you striker kale, so edi mu defense ngamulumba guy ba wavu nenga no. I think I can make it. So it was a difficult situation for me by that time. Yeah. But as a footballer, you need to give in. You need to concentrate. You need to give in your all. If you get scared, you can't play. Yeah. So I showed my big heart in the team, and they were all happy with me. And they told me, you know what, you're going to play football. You just concentrate, stay focused, and you play. Yeah.
Where watoka mu that senior team, ba members abali welcoming bakuisanga mu.
Yo, some of them they were welcoming, but normally any team mubera muba bullies abakanga. So oliagamba gwe mtojango lete kiti za fe gwe those so babira bakujja ko you lose focus. So but me as a footballer nategera all these things will happen. So ningamba no bantu bajja kum frustrating, let me just focus, and by the time nebala mono guide taina chatya nebagamba kana kaje samo mpira ola batekatide, so they welcome me, nebagamba no, you're going to play.
Okay, so Hassan, how were you balancing books? You remember you're in senior 1 at Obakuiso already, you've called up to the main team of your school. How were you balancing the books? At most of the times batugamba mbono bowlers olumu ebitamwali mobirekanga ne mugenda mudiba, you know, oftentimes. No,
not really, because wotunira amasomero agasinga gali gasama mpira. We go to class kumacha. Then training starts at around 4 after classes. Ask the footballers, because abali bavayo for 30, abali bavayo at 5, but we have a schedule for the school team whereby tusoma from morning, lunch, then until 4. So we had time to, because we don't know by that time nafa abana ba senior 1 wolaba schedule ya ye bitabo teyali yali yamanye etisa nnyo, so we could handle the pressure to balancing. So abantu abasinga aba Simon Peter tetusoma, but when you follow up yes, when you follow up ku basambi because you can see even now abasambi baina degrees, they have banji. So sometimes abantu babeda bogera, but they don't know our background without playing football. So it is up to us to prove them wrong. We can handle books and football at the same time.
So Captain, otandise okubyo mupira form 1. Njagala soko tuwe that first match of yours, your professional match. How was it okubira Kakungulu yali etya?
Kakungulu, it was a friendly game, and funny thing is Kakungulu nasoma yo only first time.
Okay.
It was a friendly game to Asamba Chibuli netukuba 2-1. By that time waliyo Vieli by Nyomugisha, he was the captain. Chibuli yali yamanyi. But fetwage nokusamba Chibuli nga we are so scared in that Chibuli was a powerhouse. But netuva ngamba ola Chibuli tukuba 2-1. We can also do so many things. So I got an opportunity game yange ya soka, then for bursary Ebuddo SS. There and then guy na go to ina kuba mu kibuga go jangu we shall mentor you. So from that time on Buddo Buddo, I was there until senior 5, because nakola senior 4, senior 5, then senior 6 nemvayo nenjimeda ku standard high school zana.
Okay, kati olongo kuba omupira mu Buddo professionally ebadde at house.
My journey, no nkugambe, starting from senior 1, I've never paid school fees. Chitone chekinso miseza paka senior 6 echa desire.
So yeah, also kati ompira gwe Buddo gwali kutya ogenda musiko.
Yes, we did, but by that time when again the Buddo waliyo standard nga yamanyi waliyo bochani waliyo bazizi. It was a very strong team nga mulimu ne Maro. By then those guys bali basamira mu KCCA. ate nga fe buddo tulinamu omuntu omu yali Martin Muwanga. He was playing in Top TV by the time. So nene tugamba, okay, we have a good team and we're playing, because by that time oba yali wakiso nga aliso yali motondo yali munene nnyo nga mulimu standard mulimu by the time kitene nga ejawuzi mulindo is just forming a school. So wetwasambira mu buddo, we're only two dominant schools, Buddo SS and Standard. So every time we play, since the time I went to Buddo, nga tutuka ku finals nga Standard yetu itako, but twatuka ne format zakyuka nga babiri abatuka ku finals bayinogenda. So that is when I got the opportunity to ogenda samba post primary, but post primary nasamba ko mundi gumu Standard netukuba. Then when again I'm senior 6 nengamba no, let me go to Standard mukole senior 6 yange. That Standard, I think Standard when I come okusamba omupiira gwa post primary because I had to concentrate on my A level.
Okay, so how was the A level you?
A level era teyali mbi because era natuka when I maliriza I got my points, then I went to MOBS.
Okay. Normally abana basamba kapiira ku ssomero.
Yeah.
Bwabanga asambira ku senior team abasinga babeera n'amalala baba n'amalala kawala kaita wako abana banga wakabi ngo bino wabita moto
Omumbejja alomba
akabuza
of course omanyi that kavubuka you need to yeah because essoga lino okubeera okusomera because wobeera a football at school mwabaliko, so ate the moment you play good football abaana bajje ne babalaba, so sijja kulima. Yes, we had to boost that kalito ababola kabeera muko, but not really era ng'omanya essomero mubeeramu abasomesa abaagala ba footballers n'abataagala. So kati nga ffe tulina omuntu ye twagala kuba yali dos Buddo nga yatulinda ku results zaffe nga zikomyewo. He makes sure mwenna aba footballers abo abateeka ku parade n'ababulira results zammwe kati ye n'abaswaliza awo gwamanyi no it wasn't, because ngera nga mugambe it wasn't that difficult. Gwe musami gwali olina okumanya kati oba toli mu training you go and study because you at school oli mu kisulo. So ekiremesa abasambi abasinga because they were so proud mbu yagamba ndi footballer. So ate otuka mu kiseera nogamba you footballer, you don't have your books, era bajja kuswaza. So fe abamu nga tutege ono dos wanakera kwanya natuswaza fa bajja swala ate ngo ine ka girlfriend eyo tagala oswale, so hey oyino soma.
So captain njagala tusoke tumanye kati transition of otya muguno mpira gobadde okuba no crossing and not turning up pro, because that is the most difficult situation in Uganda. Abana okuva mukuba guno mpira gwabwe ne turning up pro. How do you turn pro?
Yeah, I think when you look at my career, yes. I think I'm one of the luckiest footballers in Uganda.
Okay.
Nzo musambi eyava mu ssomero straight to the Premier League team.
Okay.
And after 4 months I went to professional. So after my senior 6 Coach Lonyes called me up nangamba, you know what, Neko Jackson Mayanja is at KCC, he's my good friend, you can come try out. Era ntuuka ku KCCFC by that time. Coach Jackson Mayanja nangamba mutabani, because he knew my father, because he knew him through KCC. Nagamba mutabani gwe jangu gwe mutabani wange. And I didn't want people to take me to be a son of a former footballer. Yes, I wanted to make my own legacy. I wanted to prove to people that I play football. I can manage. It's not about my father. Yes. Yeah. So nemugamba njagala mpite Wasswa Hassan, tompita omwana wa Biruma. So they used to call him Hassan Biruma. So I'm this kind of person that went to KCCA. Proved myself that I can play football, because the likes of Henry Kalonji, who is in USA, there's so many people that went to USA by the time, but I was almost going to USA. Then ngamba echintwala American since njagala soka ku concentrating on I can travel to US. Okay. Then when I go to KCCA, Coach Jackson Mayanja nangamba.
When was this? Ogenda di mu KCCA senior 6 ojimaze mwaka choko?
Senior 6 njimaze mu 2009.
Okay.
Then 2010 nengenda mu KCCA. Then good chinto chanyamba mbana akatoka mu KCCA ne basigning coach Zaba Lazlo and lucky enough coach Jackson Mayanja ne bamufula assistant coach. So coach Jackson Mayanja nangama gwe mulongo dero ogenda ku national team. You just concentrate and by the time when mwalimu abantu bali but motivating. By the time Mujib Kasule was retiring as well. Who else? There are so many senior players about very trying. They're pushing us as the young players to keep focus and concentrate. So we played against Police FC. It was the opening game of the Uganda Premier League. And Police had the likes of Mwanga Martin, the likes of Masa Geoffrey. It was a very strong team. And by the time KCC was there, it was not strong.
You had not yet made your
yes, and but funny thing enough, they brought in Zaba Lazlo to watch. Coach Jackson Manager had brought him in.
Okay.
So Ningama, no, I think this is my time to shine and show my talent. So I played. After the game, immediately the coach came in and told me, training. Then all of a sudden I ran home. Ningama daddy national team. They have called me up. He was so happy, and I think that is when my journey started to just concentrate and focus on football.
Professional KCCA. How was your life at KCCA?
KCCA naina katuka boni bangambira wote tugenda kuwa sente ochali musomi tugenda kusasira tuition hiyo. Nengamba the only money that yali those allowances, mutwalo, transport, then end of the month nebakwa emitwalo 10 oba 2. So I was like, okay, but I didn't know there's a lot of money in football. Yeah. So nenga fe batugamba kwato Uganda abiri but eringa bajjayo sente mwenga babagamba muchali bana bato. But the nice saga kumanya all I wanted is to play football.
Yeah, that was your passion.
So yeah, so nemagamba nze custom substitution wange nze muzene mujja ko bade ne sibaina ko buzibu. So I talked to my father, then he said, no, it is okay if they pay your tuition. Nange baba banyambi. But he didn't know that he was paying school fees from senior 4. But excuse me, but naliku bursary. So nemuga daddy omanyi since senior 4 nzina ku bursary ngamba mpa sente zange. Ngamba daddy ezo zagenda. Zagenda. So he was a funny guy. Nagamba mwabasambi mbamanyi cause I was also in that so in kumubs ne master tuition ne malidiza because I was in my second year. I got an offer in St. George.
Okay. Ethiopia.
Yeah, Ethiopia. Okay. I told Mujib Mama because by that time Mujib was my manager. Because I used to call him Jiba. Nengamba Jibo mani offers tukoze tia mbuzayo mwaka gumu ku somero. Nangamba sana maiguno mwaka gumu gusome gugweko. You get your degree because it was a diploma in business administration. Nengamba no. Kanji malirize, it is better I have my papers then I travel. So by there are people in football bentula once in the neighbors and nengamba these people they did a lot in my football career and I'm so thankful. Mujib is the very first person.
Very intelligent.
Yes. Very first person young ambassador, and you know what? Kwate bitabo. Madrid is a university, then you can travel anywhere you want because on Peter guno gulaba. It is a short-term thing. Oyizo kubera wakugenda no menyeka. So he encouraged me a lot and I'm so thankful for him. Era buli musanga gamba asanize sikuina ko buzibu bonna
ate na to muina ko
semuina ko buzibu
akalulu ko wa FIFA president oli okamua
akalulu no akalulu olaba ompira twaganya omuntu akulanya omupiira so muji mnyizo mu akalulu but you know how the federation votes so there are so many delegates beba ku voting so voting, so that is how bad it is. So, but if it was where the public is voting, of course things would have been different.
Okay. Throughout that time, Ochas and Bokuva primary in the secondary, then against cases, it often a injury on Ione.
No, the only bad injury that I got was in St. George. I think it was my second season. I'm pulling a hamstring. No hamstring, yes, behind. But it was only for 2 weeks. Yes.
Okay. So Captain Zoko tunyonyolemu omaze bitabo bya maze diploma yo ku MUBS. Opportunity badi echali we kulinze ya St. George.
Yeah, because we had gone to play a tournament in Ethiopia. Nebagamba, you know, Mujib Nabaga, because Mujib, by the time he was my manager. Nangamba, no, let me talk to them. They will understand, because the age is still on your side. So now Nabanyonyola, Nebagamba, it is okay, we shall wait for him. When I went, immediately when I went, Nefuna diploma yange. I traveled immediately. So they were all waiting for me for a full year. Imagine a full year. Yeah. So that is why I'm saying I'm one of the luckiest footballers in Uganda. By the way. That is one thing I'm sure. Because I told my family and my as I said, Mujib and my father, they are this kind of people that they knew the life of a footballer. They said, you know what, one Uganda, yes, so but you can make money. Invest your money. And by the time when I went to St. George, I was getting $1,000. By that time, it was a lot of money. And you know, kuja form solo, I think it was about 10%. It's 10 to 15%. Send is going to kuja funa 850 or 700. It will depend. So let me send the money to my father. They invest. By the time when I get back, but good thing my father used to know and he knew. You know when you have a father that went through what you're going through. So this is something that drove me to limits. You know what? Akasene kwenda kenfuna bubera mu obo butono goino kuambala ino kolachi ino senge ka girlfriend kafuneko kati nsene zingeno tuka ngo mwaka 5 so nenda ngo bo musindikide so it was a learning point for me. Nengamba if I'm getting $1,000 right now, what will happen in the next 2 to 3 years? So concentration with Jida. So these young players, because you know these teams, they are so funny. You sign 5 years. So by the time team when you sign for a team, you sign 1 season or 1 year, whereby munji so but players nowadays they are so they're money minded. So okera kumacha nomugamba ngenda kwa yo bukadda 5 ajja kubazaako bukadda 3 ba motoka abiri nyino kunyumba abiri nyino kweterezaamu ngule akataka
those opportunities in Ugandan football don't come often. So check and a player na eto ja kumublaming and because na yabagamba why an opportunity tejabuli nakunange kanfuna atano gano osanga natandikirawo ante kati no what kati che kugamba wano because sometimes you need to be patient because zino sente mugenyi today you might have a lot of money, tomorrow you may not be having any single coin. So wofuna opportunity eyo neba kusigninga mu club, don't sign maybe 5 years unless ngoli mu team yamanyi
oba olusi kijja kuba nti abamu tebalinako guidance omuntu okumugamba
yes, that is why Mr. Magogo nowadays mwagala nnyo yagamba any player that gets into the Ugandan Premier League, you need to have a manager or agent, whereby agent or he'll manage your funds. Ate abasambi abasinga bamanyi mu agent abagenda kubba batagenda kubba because agent contract zibeerawo. You need to sign a contract with the agent. No gamba send us off nanga or sign nze afuna ko 10%. So wobo funa million oba abidi mwako 10%.
Is that sign on fees?
Signing on fees okay. But the rest of your career he's going to manage you. He'll look for a better club for you, better opportunities. But players nowadays batia baga maha agent ajakulia sente zange. So he doesn't. They have no clue about it.
Okay. So Captain, we have transitioned to St. George, Ethiopia. How was your career at St. George?
St. George, I got an opportunity nesangayo my fellow Ugandans. Unasangayo. No. Dennis yali akavayo. Nebali takaliye sobola. Nensangayo Geoffrey Serunkuma, nensangayo Hassan Bajope. By that time bali bakulu. Nengati nganze kato. So they used to guide me. You know Hassan oze fetukusose ye. So unatoka St. George chanyangwiriza cause ate St. George unatoka yo nagenda nga defender cause cases here Jackson manager ngamba Hassan you have speed, you ina amanyi ochali mwana mto Damubaka. So that is when my journey started as a midfielder and as a defender. So natuka mu St George ne banteka mu defense ne kuba the whole season ngani mu defense olusi nkuba 2 olusi nkuba 3. So I was all over. I was all over. The only person that knows my journey Genava ne namaze nkubye yali Geoffrey Serunkuma ne Kaliye Subula. Because those I started my career at professionally in St George ngabandaba. So they even used to laugh at me ngama anegwe musajja gwe togana ko ngama ande kanjagala ka sente sijjagana namba mbate eno sikubayo yona bubanteka nganze nkuba. So me I was someone who used to work a lot. Nzo omuntu yali ayagala okukola because ngamanyi jemva it wasn't easy. So I had to work and make a better future for myself.
Okay. Nature neighbors, how do you cope up with the demands? Remember, you've come from not so much a professional league.
Yeah.
Uganda Premier League is not that professional. Even up to now, I can say that. It's a bit professional, but not that professional.
Yeah.
How do you cope with St. George? St. George is an international, club, a very vibrant team, a very vibrant league. Ethiopian league is a very good league.
Yeah.
Coping what to competition here?
Yeah, as I said, I used to talk a lot with my father, and I used to talk a lot with Mujib. So professionally, ngabambulira cheninokola. You need to adapt there and then. Wogena mu team empya just adapt gena mu mbera oba bali merechi making sure mbo jidia oba ba training us make sure that you go and train with them. So that is something that drove me to everything that chinatuka ko in my football career. Era nzo muntu yategera mukati I've gone to St George basamba batya what is their style of play, what are their weaknesses, what are the things that I need to do so that I get into the team. So all those things as a professional player, bitunulira tomalaga ja no samba. So toyakabwa, you need to focus on those small details. So as I went to St George, then I'm a professional player, but kuwo sambe. So no excuses, you need to go and play. So that is why when I took St George, Geoffrey Nan guiding. I had mentors. They used to guide me in one or another. So that is what made me to be.
By then, were you called up for the national team?
Zenkugambye from day one. When Nganyina Jackson Mayanja ne Zabalazlo, I was on the national team, but I wasn't playing because Naika Nakatonga. The coach calls me up. You're my son. I want you to see from the seniors. Yes, every time the team travels, I need to be there. Because I was like a young Katebe na kusitula nsao. But we used to give them training, and it was an experience. That is why I'm supporting a new bana bapyaga bakajja okubateka ku national team, because it is a transition. Katinganga ogamambu a senior player has to be in a team mu bana bato kubagaidinga. But ekyatuvako tukayanya n'omukulembeze w'omupiira yagana nagambo a senior player balina okuvaako a building a team empya. You can't do that. You need to build a team from the old ones. Mpola mpola era wotuna okuva edda wekyali. All those guys, the sekajes, bavao nga balisewo abaana babasikira. Okitegera. So yes, omanyi omuntu woyogera ku kintu ekituufu. I'm telling you, naguma nagamba sambyeko ne sekajja, sambyeko ne batabayire.
Sekajja yakuba ne ande, sekajja ande
navaawo, yes. Ne Kalungi, ne Timothy Awani, ne Juko. Yes. Naye kati munange omupiira bwe gutyo omupiira gukyuka, so buli muntu alina engeri gyagukwatamu. So as football players fetulina concentrating either bakwisa ku national team or josambe oba takwita, it is okay, you concentrate on your club football.
Fortunately for you were called on. But there's an assertion that came through Ngabagamba when national team wajifula kila
najifaka. People used to complain.
There is a time when you didn't even have a team and you're just playing. I think you're training with experts.
No, the good thing.
But they called you up on the team. Everybody's like, you're not calling this team.
No, the good thing about me, nzo muntu ngawe nkugambe, me I used to adapt there and then. Unategera mu senior club, I used to do my personal training. Unategera mu kati sinafuna mulimu, I used to do my personal. Era jinali mbeera, I used to stay in Buwate nga sinaba kuzimba eno. So ne bangamba ne Hassan coach tofuna club one company ngamba one Kampala njafuna ona nine kyengoba. So all of a sudden Mitchell calls me, hey my son, are you fit? Can you play? I say, coach, why not? Na Peter.
Mitchell was your guy.
Mitchell was my guy. So
kitegeza ye coach wa coach asinzo okwagala.
Mitchell, no, there are two coaches. Yes, Mitchell is a coach that believed in me.
Yeah, he believed in
and the Sabri as well, because the Sabri came into the team. Nagama no. Nze sagala kumanya bana bato. Yes, bana bato balungi, but I need the senior players to guide these young players. That is why era ola no mpira gutwasama Egypt. Gwali gwanja ulo nnyo kugwasama mu Gabon. Yes. So different. So yes, the Sabri now. So olaba difference ediwo. So era ne SARS no olaba ompira abana gwe basama ku national team. By no kufuna a senior player, it is either 2 or 3 senior players mu team bagane abana. Yes, abana balina talent nungi, but guide them. Better get that guidance. Era n'emirimu gyonna gye tugenda okukola era ojjasangayo omuntu nga mukulu ng'aludde mu office. So toyinza buuka mukulu ate g'ofukege gwe senior, tekisoboka.
Okay. Captain, and it's high time we go for a short commercial break. Kubanga wanjogere dakiika ziri ttaano zibulayo okuwera essaawa ebbiri ez'okumakya. When we come back in the second hour, tugenda kumubuuza, by the way, there is a controversy that was in Gabon, I think, about the money. Ono omukulu yennyini Captain, name Captain Munne Dennis Mazino Nyango, we heard that they are the people who started that strike. How did they help their fellow players in terms of the money kwabagano kuba mupira ogwali gubulayo ne bagamba betaaga kasente kaabwe? I think we're going to ask him more of how was his career. He has been mad with a lot of injuries. How has he been able to cope with these injuries? And lastly, he retired at the same time with Captain Masinde Onyango. Was this a viable idea? Was it that and much more coming your way in the next hour? My name is Edgar. I am with the captain of the Uganda Cranes, Mr. Hassan Wasswa, and Lilian Luwedde, princess on the set. This is the Mighty Drive.
Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
You have got to get up pretty early to go do something. We are the Alternative Dig Talk. With our mobile studios, we are redefining TV presentation just as technology is setting the pace. We are blending our approach with fresh, perspectively designed breakfast show, The Mighty Drive, informative and entertainment show, exclusive and live interviews.
President Museveni wadde juzi namulaba apima akawunga kilo 2 tasobola kalya nini bwaba alya kilo 5 oyannema okuliisa eggwanga ne bwe limundekera.
Njagala kwebaza the Alternative Dig Talk etuwadde kano ka Mighty Drive era n'abatuwuliriza bonna abali ku mikutu njagala basaba mugenda mu maaso n'okuwuliriza.
All given to you just a click away on your phone, tablet, laptop, and smart TVs. As we are streaming live on our social media platforms, on the road and on the go. We are the Alternative Dig Talk.
Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, edachika tewali zili sawa bili zenyini by the way zakaye eziweze ku today it is the 10th day of June 2020. Twina Captain Hassan Wasswa Mawanda, he has been playing for the national team. He's a Ugandan icon. He played from 2006 up to 2021. 15 years of prosperous career. By the way, nadde soma comment ya Dancing Rasta Alan Katerega. This is an innovation. Studio ya fevera mu that is the innovation at that. But Dancing Rasta in any connections nyingi. We're looking for sponsors, so feel free to just come through Natulaba and get tunachikola msajja kwa South Africa. That means you are one of our investors. I can assert that. So Dancing Rasta tukutumida konyera tukwebaza okubangola we Mighty Drive olunaku olwaleero. It's an honor to have you. We have your colleague in the struggle wadde kokyali oyo musajja yawanika tawulo n'agamba nze nkivuddemu. Hassan Mawanda Wasswa, he is the captain of the Uganda Cranes, or I can say he was, but he is, because once a captain, always a captain. It is the second hour of the Mighty Drive show. My name is Edgar Mathew Karuhanga. You can just log on to our social media platforms at The Alternative Uganda on Facebook and The Alternative Uganda on Twitter and YouTube, and feel free to just drop your comments. We will be reading them as we come to the end of the show. You can call in live in our studios. Chala Lilian ajakwa tusomele number masawo tubenga tujibawa. You can call in live, talk to Captain Hassan Wasswa. He'll be answering any of your questions. We tukome walinga chali mu St. George kubyeyo agenda tubulya transition yo kuva mu St. George, then before nga tunatuka mu transition ya St. George. Captain, tutandikire ku nsonga eyali mu Gabon, but let me not rush you kutwala kwa lwangamye mu kutwala speed. Kankutwale mu mpola mpola. O transition izo ovudde mu St. George kati olazeewa nga tetunagenda mu Gabon 2017.
Yeah, from St. George I nafuna offer from South Africa. Team bali bajina Bibino Premier United. Yalum PSL by the time. Era mojibia yafuna offer yo. So we had to fly to South Africa. No, Twasoka, Uganda. Told my father and my mother, that is a very good opportunity for you. Go showcase your talents, because South Africa is a very good league, and also Europe.
Yes.
So we flew to South Africa. Mujib negotiated our deal, me and Geoffrey, because they wanted a striker and a defender. So I went as a defender, then Serunkuma went as a striker. But unlucky enough, try to akatuka team eyo ne bajigula waliwo abazungu abajigula nenga bagajiza mu Soweto. So atenga fe twakasaininga ate bano bagenda baga no, for us we have our own players tetujja so kubakozesa nenga mujibu manje tusa kudda Kampala, at least look for a club here tuberenga tukuba, then tujja funa a better team. So netubanga to training nga tusula mu Johannesburg for 2 weeks. Yafuna watu teka netumala natukubire sinaga wa team eri mu Cape Town, but bagala defender Geoffrey alinya na akumawo Kampala zenene yongerayo Cape Town. Cape Town team bajita FC Cape Town. FC Cape Town na yera nebaza the chairman of that club bamwita Mr. Aerodix. Mr. Aerodix, I know, you know, bebana abazungu abali so into African players, because bamanya African players they give 100%. So guy na tugambo, you are signing a contract with me and with my club naye nzemba planning lagenda mu Europe. Era nagamba season yemu omujikuba obulungi ngenda batwala mu Europe. Netugamba neno musajja nga keddo okutuchamula. But nga tumanyi kyaka tubuza tayagala tuwa sente, but he was a very legit person. Ngomulabira ddala okay. Ebintu be legit, office weziri, club weri. It was a professional club. Nenge eri mu second division, tiyali mu PSL nga wetwagenda signinga. Mujibu ne mugamba naye madenze sama PSL. Nagamba santo papa bine ebintu byakwata mpola. So nengamba why? Katonda ampadde chance eno kwaki sijikwata. So by the time nesanga yo musamba bamuyita Emmanuel Eminike. Obaba singa mumanyi, because he played for the Nigerian national team as well. even right now he's still my friend because twogera because he's my guy because muva mu situation nga mulaba muvudde mu mbeera embi ne mutambula mulina journey ya paka professional level. So I found him he's from Nigeria because yali yakamala ndoze emyaka oba esatu South Africa. Omanyi aba Nigeria bamanyi bamputu yabeera mu kifo kimu tayagala vaawo oba mbeera ekine nga agambye anyina okukola essente. So I found him there with our fellow teammates at South Africa. Netusamba netutuuka ku playoffs the first division, but eventually we lost to a PSL team because omanyi kino ekintu bakisamba team ya PSL esemba wansi esamba nazine esatu ezisigadde so nemukuba ka playoff biri eno winner A versus winner B kata so kati fe batukwera ku finals so we lost in it was 1-0 twaba 1-0 wafe ne batukuba 2-1 ewaabwe. So
captain bakwesigirawo ne batandika okukuba
then by the way yes nzo omuntu nze buli mwanagenda nga mu team yonna me I used to have my targets nengamba when mbaze no mweno club I need to stay in the first 11 because first 11 you get bonuses, first 11 you get opportunities, first 11 everyone sees you because South Africa they show all the games on TV. So and by that time in fact Onyango wasn't my friend but we were taking him wali mu Uganda Cape Town na Nonya no by that time he was in Super Sport. Okay. Now so that is when I got to be friends with Dennis nangamba go to far yo gwe bana South Africa obasobola buno tubusobola buno obusajja buli
Dennis we mwatandika
so Dennis
the two face
and
the two face assassin
that is when me and Dennis we started being best friends by the way. Okay. So era ne goal yange ya soka I scored so he's like Hassan otebye naye simanyo ba nasobola okwebaka so if era nkinamukola the whole night nemugamba waye mukulu geno le highlights ziri ku Super Sport dayora be omubujjo mga siteba. So this is something that drove me to play even more games in the team. Era season ngeno okugwa boss najana agaba nange I've got an offer in Turkey. Wow. Team bajita Ankara Gucu. Yeah, it's based in Ankara. So nga fetu manya saga no it's legit. So na tugamba mbu season kegwe we finalize travel documents nasasula buli kimu. Ne tegera okay now this guy is serious. Yeah. So Eminike Nemoga, you know what, guy we're traveling to Europe. Nagama Hassan, I've been in South Africa for almost 4 to 5 years. Do you think I'm not excited to go to Europe? Because this is what I had been waiting for to Kwasaganya. So opportunity came in, we flew to Turkey. When I got to Istanbul, I was so excited because memories came in. Ningamba, this is the country that Majidi Musisi came in, the late.
Yes.
So I'm the second Ugandan to come to Turkey.
Wow.
Now I think this is my high. Now this is the high time where I'm going to stick my place on the national team and stick my place into professional football. So we got to Istanbul, then we took another flight to Ankara, and we went to this club. So in the club, they want professional players, African players from everywhere. They didn't matter if you're from South Africa, but they used to love Nigerians a lot. Nigeria, and me as well, because we had the same body size. Because Nigeria, no, me I'm from Uganda. I go, Uganda, where's Uganda? Ngateba mani Uganda, but in city bajita Brusaspor, bokabe bali mani Uganda, because Brusaspor that is where the late Majidi Musa used to play from. So we went for trials and we passed. Then the bagamba okay, katogene boss wa negotiating a send. So boss wa fina negotiating. We flew back to Istanbul because you try to sura. Nagama no, you stay in the hotel nakubidi. So yes, we are together to the babidi feka. So to Turkey after on the third day najja nagaba nange deal bano bagayi njagala tufune sente eziyamba mwe naffe club because I had 1 more year on my contract with the club in Cape Town. Name indicate we had the same contracts. So nga ayagala tufune sente nga naffe tufunako ne club efunako so nagamba club ekyaganya tuwa sente but there's a club in Karabuk. I think it is a 4-hour drive from Istanbul. So nagamba Ankara gucho eganye tugende Karabuk. Immediately tutuka cause Karabuk yali akajja mu first division. Nga yamanyi nnyo nga yagala team promoting to the Premier League. So tutuka Karabuk boss we nagamba no mwagala sente meka. Me I want my club to go to the Super League. So netugamba ko musajja ono atwagalidde kale tukoze tutya. Boss na negotiating ne bamuwa sente naffe ne batuwa signing on fee waffe cause by that time twafuna mutwalo gwa $. Then omusala gwaffe gwazali by that time zali sente ntono $2,500 US. So nengamba okay kantandikira era nazino sente ziba zimala katandika nkalaba kawunyako kati nengamba okay imagine kato sign nze wano team tuji promoting because twa signing a contract ngegamba team omuji promoting mujafuna emitwalo 10 eja $. Nengamba zino sente nesuka nembalamu amanyire ka sente okabalamu kaza muze Uganda nengamba zino sente nyini bwezi nengamba bano basaga tugenda fiira ku muntu era from day one ngazi sagala kumanya oba oliwa nga tetwagala kumanya bonus nga kubosa mu hypinga so in fact league egenda okugwa nga faba tute ekikopo but bakugamba emitwalo 10 but emitwalo 10 nawo gimanyi mu Europe balina okusala omusolo oyagala toyagala so zena tuko okuva Europe era in fact Turkey yanyamba okunfula kikyendi to get my house, to build my assets on a farm. So that is the money that I got through.
I was thinking that maybe you got the money after the AFCON because
where about you?
We'll talk about that.
Where about you? Uganda yafe. So took Turkey, we won the league. We took the team to
wow. So you carried the team
first season, yes. Super League. Super League. I'm one of the luckiest. I'm one of the luckiest. Tulikwata cost 12 emitwalo mukaga kitundu bajja kwa musala. So ziba zimala. That was a lot of money. So kama we Kampala excitement kufuna kaka motoka gula ketaka that excitement katinga nange ngamba kati nange wendi mpulira nange neulira nengamba nega na mara sanso kendeza malala funa byokoloterere cause wano olabya abasambi bangi bavuna after football. So by the time mzai wange he guides me a lot nangamba no excitement ebera yeah you have fun but funa sente ozema bali invest. So we got promoted to the team but nebasigaze minike but coach ompia yajja nagamba no njagala striker but defender nina defender base ngamba ze sina buzibu chini team ze nkoze CV yange I have my CV then one team in Izmir eranga cha cause I was in Turkey for almost 4 years.
Orongana wano okusamba ku national team
definitely cause
oberawo kitono no get
kati ngawe kugambye the reason to why mfunyemu ka break akalungi nga nene family I use all my time I used to be in my club. I used to travel a lot. So omanyi fa abasambi tufuna tutumya nnyo kwanga you're close to your family. It gives you that motivation okubeera nga oli wantu wamu nabo but in Turkey bano mbalaba ku 1 week ekinene nnyo week emu n'ekitundu then I travel back. So ntuka mu Izmir I signed a contract for 1 year. I think I'm signing one season. Signing a season zibiri. Nanga you signed 2 seasons. Nanga no 1 season. Era Izmir nesamba yo season yemu nemba nengenda mutimba jita Kayseri Sport. It's in Kayseri. Era nesamba yo season yemu nemva Turkey nenkoma we Kampala.
Okay. So katupozingire kawo captain okomyewe Kampala tujja kunyumya ngo okomyewe Kampala Masawo. But we have a challenge basoka legends banji. Majid Musisi, Philip Omondi, Obatunulira, even when the time they reached pass on, unfortunately they passed on. They didn't pass on Gabali Bulungi. So Hassan, you are one of the few football players I know abali obulungi abachikubye nkozi ne tusogamba ba ande mwesigo abakalida ucho bagezeza kufuna mu kasente kabwe mpola mpola. Lwaki olowooza omupiira gukyaganye okubanga abaana bagufuna mu nnyo ate nga abaana baguteekamu?
Omanyi fe wana Uganda omuntu wakera ku macha nakuwa sente agenda zikwogerera mu wadde sente, but singa bakuwa sente zino ne bagamba you know what tufuneyo oba okusoma abasambi tuba guiding. Most of these footballers abantu abasinga kale sente oba zikwatako, they get that excitement. Ne singa bafuna omuntu abasomesa, cause Mr. Magwele ya chance okikola nga leta abantu ne babasomesa how you manage your finances or manage you invest your money. It was a very good opportunity. I don't know chakomerawa simanyi. But wotunira ku kongeri abasami abavaamu I think they tend to struggle after football. Tebafuna that guidance. Ebagama you invest your money, take a sente wano zizarendara, but we only get the money. Nebagamba Hassan oli wasana akomyewo Hassan tugende ku beach. But those friends abagala sente zo kuzikozesa ate bebamo abakwefulira nga zikuweddeko. So I think as footballers we need to be very careful with the people that we associate with, because bebamo abagala having a fun with you, but eventually when the money gets done they will all disappear. So fenga abasambira na fetu inokuchetekamu tebalina kugamba mbu sendo zifunye ato you go have fun. You invest your money kijja kuyamba after football, life after football, because it's difficult. Si kyangu omutajakera ku machansanga
tunabyeka abalwala n'obulwadde
tachalina, because they have that abantu abasinga bagamba mbu abasambi bafuna sente nyingi, but tebakimanyi kale sente wazifuna nyingi wazikola muki. Did you invest your money? Did you build something as ekinaza sente? No. But chovala abantu abasinga bagamba abasambi abo bali sente, they don't want to know. Okitegeera bagamba okitegeera. So singa tufuna abantu abaguiding abasambi ba generation yene ne bagamba bana mukyali bana bato ne bafuna even before playing their games ne bafuna omuntu n'abatuuza wansi ne bagamba you're going to play, invest your money, because football life is very short. Abantu batamanyi. So that is the problem.
But then captain,
is talent appreciated in Uganda?
It is. It is, because for twajira Mr. Mulindo in fact we ajira ngolabera ayaga nnyo kuteeka mu sente. In fact that is the very first time Mr. Mulindo kuleta Mr. Museveni ku team, because Museveni yali aludde nnyo nga Museveni yatuyitako ku State House n'agamba nali simanyi mbu Uganda ina national team. I'm telling you, Museveni is a funny man. By the way, yajja kwogera akugambirawo, but we are taking them kati omanyi Museveni aganyo abantu abawanguzi. When you wake up,
everybody likes to affiliate with success.
Yes, but the president loves winners. If you don't perform, jakuzene mabali. So for us as footballers, to get his attention, let's perform.
You have to perform. That's the truth.
If you perform, he will come or he will call you to State House and you get a casimo. So
but did you even receive the casimo you promised?
Atuchabanje that nchakubo mulanga the president bani muzeyi simanyi sinja kulimba, because chemanya about State House, but they pay direct to accounts. Posing ngogamba mboli agenda mu State House nagamba you divide the money to
this account.
Ne chensubira sende zijja kujja. I know he's this guy abera up and down busy nayogera kino, but it will come in. If it will come in, yes.
It has to come in. I promise, and you guys work. But so today wali captain woberedenga chitubade twogerako kino ekya topic. Your system taina ngeri jesobola kuyamba ba bowlers bano nga olaba. I'm going to give you an example. For example, the Three Lions, England. But players, the moment you are called up to national team, okubayo game, even if you have one cap, bagenda sigalanga bakusasula for the rest of your life. Ngofuna that monthly allowance as a football player who once played for the Three Lions. Lwaki tetulina that fund for the Uganda Cranes? Tugambe ba Uganda Cranes, but there are many sports icons there, the Akiboas. Akiboa did not die a good death. So agamba he wasn't good enough. Yes, actually mugamba ba Akiboa. Akiboa baba against okufama minga fatali bulungi. Wala ba Majidi musiba fudde tebali bulungi. Enga bakuba mpira ne gunoga ne gwanga ne bali sambira omupira. Government yote ina system jeso atandika we ba sustaining ne bayamba mu nga ba football players.
Omanyi sawa zino government mwina jikwata mu ngeri ya magezi. So as footballers, I think we need to stand as one, make up organization or something. Ntugambo
organizations ex-players.
Chenkugamba, we need to just be clever because sende mwezini mu Uganda. The money is there. But tuzifune tutia. Senga tukera kumacha ntugamba buli musami na retire nze. We come sit down, make up over footballers, over retirement association or something. We reach to the president. Yes. This money has to be there. This money must come in case mutudde wansi ne concentrating abulungi ne mufuna abantu ababayamba do the paperwork. You submit those papers to the federation. So federation eyo ekitwale mu government because right now Mr. Magogo he's a member of parliament. Yes, kisoboka but kisinzira ku ngeri gye tukikutemu. So I know the money is there and wetukera ku macha ndugamba kati finga basambi aba retiring nze tukwate all those players aba retiring we get them tulabe bizibu balina atesobola akola kino we sit down we write down we draft over something the chief forwarding am federation of course but nabo bantu bategene embeera abantu gye bayitamu embeera sinungi so singa tutula wansi because I once spoke to Dennis nangamba Hassan zenyina organization yange nangamba Dennis oyinza ko ina organization yo yes so okubeerawo but singa nafe tudda we get back and netufuna our senior players abaamaledda because when you look at those guys abatulekawo basa mpira nga mungi David Obua Ibrahim Sekaja the Ande Mwesigwa Batabaide there are so many awesome players ne ogena no basanga bambinga you know they're trying to give back to the youth tebaina sente tebaina chibawayo shitegeera so I think as players we just need to be clever and try to lobby money from different angles to yambe abasambi abanyokedda.
Okay. That is really good. At just 20 minutes past 8 a.m. we still have the captain of the Uganda Cranes, Mr. Hassan Mawanda Wasswa Biruma. Captain, he played for the Uganda national team for a while. For 15 years he's been playing for the team and he is one celebrated Ugandan football player, I must assert. So it is a pleasure to have him around. 40 minutes to go, but let's make a worthwhile of those particular 40 minutes. So, Captain, Uganda Cranes, how was the experience? Uganda had not gone back to the AFCON for 38 years. And there comes a clique, just one off head, a team where how was the experience? When you were that day, Ngamukuye Comoros, Wasulotia.
No, funny thing is, yes, funny thing is, wotunulira regime ya feyo. Regime eyo twagamba banange, we were so close ku Kenya. Ate wotunulira, yes, we so close. Kati ate wotunula team eyo eyasamba Kenya. Mwava mwabasami nozoba nga bana. Obua, Sekaja, Nestroy, nani omulala. Andi yasigala. No. Ande yasigala okumpira gyasemba yawo n'avaako kadde nonyanga ne bamuwa wa captain.
I might remember after a lot of things.
Because wabavaawo Ande n'asigala because Sekaja bwe yavaawo Ande n'akwata ekikomo. Yes. So Ande told us, guys, listen, season ezibadde emabega we were so close. Kraki tetukwata team eno and I loved what Mr. Mulindwa did. Teyakyusa muntu yenna. The only senior players be bavamu era kati bana abasigalawo netugamba mumanyi kwaki tetukwata kino ekintu we qualify for AFCON naffe tugende mu bitabo byafaayo. So lucky enough Mr. Magogo comes in. So abantu abasenga nabagamba what is Mr. Magogo going to do bichi But for us, we believed in ourselves and we believed in him. Netugamba Mr. Magogo wakera kumacha n'avaayo nga ye nga abantu bonna tebamumanyi. Kwakina ffe tetuvaayo nga ffe abasambi abantu abasinga tebatumanyi. We give in 100% because by that time abantu bali tebamanyi. Nze nga no. Yali Bobby. Bobby after Kenya, he left. Yes, nebaleta Micho. So Micho, when Micho came in, Micho yakugambira nze nsantandika ne ba senior player. Ani senior player mu team. Nakwata Ande, nakwata Nze, nakwata Mawedde, nakwata. Ati by that time Micho yajiranga competition yali amaanyi waliwo mudde waliwo competition nyingi. Micho nakugambira nze you show me in training ogenda samba. But you don't show me, you don't play. So that was his philosophy. So, we have a very good team. Quite to qualifying. Let's just focus. So, Mr. Magogo comes in. He gives us this very good advice. Never gamba banang. Team you no qualifying. Win your home games. Chovea wantu bagamba ha wano nambole shia wano kabakatiro. So chovea wantu bali bategera nga wantu nambole bajjula nga tumanyi wetufuna maximum points wane nambole. Everybody never took over just one row like this. So this tournament comes in the AFCON 2016.
Yes, 2017.
No, it was 2015, 2016. Ngatuino Samba, Mwalimu Comoros.
Mwalimu, I think.
No. It wasn't.
That was 2017 or Mwalimu Comoros.
No, yes, Mwalimu ate katinedda katika nkubule wekyali. Yali echi Lesotho. Mwalimu Cape Verde. Mwalimu nani? Senegal.
Senegal?
No, Burkina Faso. It was Burkina Faso. It was Burkina Faso. Twakola maliri era ne tukola maliri. So ekyatuyamba netukuba bano abanafu. Cape Verde home and away.
That is what I was going to say.
Lesotho twaqualifying
the best team over we played against the weak teams because mwakuba Lesotho
no.
Weak Comoros yalitera bankona.
We got our strategy. Omanyi guno mpira gwakubaza tomala gajja n'osamba. Olina okubaza olina okumanya ani munafu mu group. Kyova this time round nanyiga nnyo nenyomba ne bonyango nenga monyango temukirizanga timu nga South Sudan kutumanyira. Mulina bakwata mu banyige mu qualifying because it was our chance to qualify. Anti kugamba. Yes. So that is why Micho, the reason why I'm so thankful to Micho. Micho was this kind of a coach that doesn't want to lose on weaker teams. Ayinza n'okubatta. Ayinza okujja n'abakuba amazzi mu dressing room ng'obusungu bumuta. Because alabye ddala tekisoboka. Yeah. So I spoke to Dennis Sebo. Kwaki mutulabisa. South Sudan evudde n'abaana bali eno odumpataka basama naffe ne Kampala. But anyway, omupiira bwe gutyo. Omupiira tomanya. I think they got relaxed ne bagamba tujja goba but omupiira gukyuka. Yeah. So era ochovola twafuna obuzibu to qualify this time round. So wetwasamba team ezo twategera Lesotho wetujikuba ne tukuba ne Cape Verde. Tujja kuba tumaze. Era we got 6 points. Ne tufuna draw. Wagadu in fact Wagadu go back to 1-0. Ne tuchima draw ne to qualifying. So era the never so many players abali mu that regime because they did a tremendous job. Era ne never Mr. Magogo because he's one of the person that came in with so many ideas naga banagi. I have this project, Nakogama project, Cameroon project, this, so...
Yeah, yatusubiza no project yene ya 21 ya 22 na ite twaji tuseko. In the original deal...
Ya World Cup ya
World Cup yatusubiza 26. Yetu chamulinze. Gundi AFCON yatusubiza na tukamba the finals I know tutwalamu zali za 2021 kati zigendo bera yo 2022. Na echo tuchiveko. So how was the experience you winning AFCON?
Yeah, it was very an exciting moment. Yeah. We're very happy because Netugama, you know, what we say Netugama, are we going to AFCON or but so we made history, and I'm so thankful to all the players that were in that regime. Yeah. And I think most of the players got Tebariko because bochaya bonante baba say, but I know with time they will call them because coach yasinga okumanya ani gwa kozesa. So we were so excited after a very long time of qualifying our nation to the AFCON. And tugamba banang, this is our time. We need to do this on a back-to-back basis. So echabulijo. So omanyi olwawo notaddayo. Kiba kikuwa obuzibu okulwawo qualifying. So that is why this time around we got disappointed ngama try to in a strategy yafe kwachi mujitadde. So I think even that is one of the things we twaga mumanyi kale tulemeddwa qualifying leka tulekera abaana bala nabo bakwatemu because guno mupiira buli omu mutabana opportunity ye. So bulijjo ogamba kati fe tuli ba senior player kati fe tuvuddewo kati name mujje mutulage ekiche mulinawo. So we just wish them luck because tuli one Uganda. So wokera kumachanga muri munsi yemu just wish omuntu akudidde emikisa.
But captain omugenzo okuva ku Uganda Cranes, I can say temwava ombulungi. I'm going to assert that. I'm not sure. You're going to tell me if I'm right. Before you guys exited, twalaba captain Dennis Masinde nga fulumiza voice note yenkambwe eri ali eyo cha asati ntagenda kuda mukolera magogo sente magogo ali mukuba bichi abaya akamala okusula wotawulo waita wena kunga 3 deputy captain we bachikubye
kati chali wechiti
naye nazo kajizulawo
chali wechiti nze yasoka okubayo
but why is it that we had more captain than you?
Anti kati assistant ate kati ite bamonyi constitution nyingi captain yesewo kati yoga mukati vice president oba evuddewo bajaga agenze kali nere ka Museveni agam ka Museveni ha anyway no semberambi semberambi
because mpira lyo chagu kubanesa wazina chali professional
banomba
Medal, captain, you are still playing football. You are still fit. Yango is more than fit. He has just won the DSTV Premiership in South Africa.
No, katika nkunyole chali wachiti. We came out. Okay, yes, mulimo ebigame ebyatambula. Because it all started from when omanyi okera ku machanga muino mulimu gwe mukola n'olira your fellow workmate nga bamuyisiza bubi oba nga bamuyisiza amabaso naye tojja kutuula wansi osidike tegijja soboka. So yona gye twatuuka ekiseera nga tugamba tuwuliriza what Magogo was talking about ku press conference ku federation n'agamba these boys abagenda ku CHAN biki they played that football. So netugamba ne omwana ave ewaka n'aleka family ye n'aleka buli kimu and he comes and gives his all for the nation. Ate gwe nova lwakubanga akugaba empa ssente zange ate gwe n'omuwa ebirala. So it wasn't good at all. So I know you know mukulembeze naina abeera so proud tasa kuvayo na apologizing but naye yakiraba kyali kikyamu. So that is why even that audio of Dennis came out. Nga obusungu buli omuntu tempa ziri waggulu. Tani ata audio. Sijja kulimba onyango yasinga okumanya wanako monyamu kitiro mubuuze. So nzo omuntu yakera kubachane ngamba why. Tugoba the president w'omupiira avuddeyo nayogera bwati ku basambi ate abajja ne bakolera federation send ate gwe nobayisaamu amaaso tekiba kirungi but fene tuvayo ne tugamba ffe nga senior player tetujja kubeera mu federation nga tulaba abaana babayisizaamu amaaso. So we sat down, me and Dennis, because he was in South Africa by the time. Nemukubira, because me I talk with him all the time. No, we talked. Yeah, we talked. Nemugamba, Dennis, musajja wamulidde nagamba musajja namulidde ne munna musajja wotuddawo ne twogera ku sente fa abafuuka ababi. But wotunulira mutya baji yava ne situation ene yaliwo ngagamba play the players sente zaabwe eziva mu government ez'omwezi teyayomba teyavuma okitegeera yes teyayomba teyavuma nagamba sente zivangayo ez'omwezi kwaki temukola ki temusasula basambi nayomba sente tubawa of course yes fresh ne tusasula sente fe tuganye sente bazituwa era twazifuna but togera ku machano jja n'ogamba kati kyogamba singa naye tukera ne tufuna list sente ze bafuna federation ne tubanika kiba kikola amakulu tekikola amakulu. You have to keep omuntu account ye private. Because that is what we call a professional institution.
Yes, that is
professionalism. But wokera kumanya ne bakola ebintu ebyo. No yanika kati omuntu ayizo gamba yabu Hassan bulijjo nkubanja oyina milioni 2
era twayituba banja
ostegera nangamba ye kali nze nkubuuza ajja paka waga yes nengamba kali oba fe tufuna oba bagamba fe tufuna sente ezo imagine bo bataddemu sente ze tufuna nawo bo bafuna mmeka nokitegera so ebyo fe tetwagala kugenda mu details ne tubagamba mumanyi fe tuli professional players tetugenda kuzza muliro era wawule teri yazza muliro just because audio yenyango yafuluma nga alina obusungu nagamba omusajja asasula abaana sente gyeziri cause Museveni yavaayo n'agamba no sente oba gyeziri baziteeke ku account z'abaana bafune sente cause omwana wakera ku makya n'agamba kale nafunako akakadde akamu that means sente zibaali zikola ki so mutyaba okuvaayo n'agamba sasula abaana sente ate gwe n'ovaayo n'ogamba sente kize mu banja so ngate ng'ozimanyi so of course this is politics mu mpira.
Captain, was you and Captain Onyango resigning the best decision that you would have taken?
Byobadde nzija so twatuka ne tugamba okay we have qualified the country to 2 AFCONs tetwagala tuve ku national team nga tuvaako nga abantu aba mu bubi okitegera cause nze nalaba this namugadde nsomanyi this is our time. Let's just concentrate on our club football. Cause national team ndaba kati cause kale kankubule kala amazima ekyasinga otuluma Mr. Mugo came out n'agamba mbu this senior players that abali ku team mubayita ba senior players but little do you know mbu they had retired long time ago okitegera so nemugamba Mr. Nengama Onyango omusajja olaba tukidde okuva n'ayogera bw'ati ate ffe abantu abadde baluwana nga tupushinga abaana to reach the limits basame bulungi ate gwe nova noga ate senior player believe nagamba after in 5 years time agenda kola team empya so ngamba okay that you should know kati sawa zino tayagala kuba senior player ku team so tukole ekintu ekyangu tuleme butayoma naye tuveewo okitegera mu mutima omulungi so twava kubanga tumuvumye era nze navayo bulungi nempanike ebbaluwa mu mutima omulungi nga sina gwevumye sina gwe nyombi so era kanyi navayo nagamba is going to make a testimony for me but ndoze ebintu kasita twayogera ku sente kyaga ne testimony ne bagijjayo kyaga ne testimony ne bagijjayo but de mazima nze omanyi zenyaga nnyo okubeera mu kintu so I used to talk to some honorables nga bannange muyambe bano abaana in one or another nekati abantu abasinga ndoza bamanyi ndoza fe twogera tuba twaganyo sente tuba tetwagala sente tuba twagala helping these kids above mabega zenyizo kutuula wane wake wange nembeerawo nga sina buzibu bonna njakera ku macha ngende ku farm ni mmere yange njiye mmere yange ntuule waka sijja kubeera na buzibu bonna school fees abaana of course njazifuna nzibawe so nze njaga nnyo kuyamba musambi munnanga ali obubi so akasente obakavaayo ka government muleka abaana bafune sente so this is something that drove us to retire. I spoke to Dennis Omanyi. I think it's high time for me to retire. Katulekere the new generation nga wagambye. Baje basambe because ompira mmere ya mwogo everyone bobo ina amanyi bobo ina passport wala nono Omumbejja so kujja ne passport naga kangine ensambe so oshtegera so
I want to ask you this Omazo retiring yes you gave us a tremendous years of football.
Yeah.
How was it? How did you feel? At the end of the day, would you die a satisfied man that maybe you played for your country? How was the experience you playing Uganda Cranes? At the end of the day, when you reflect, not to know that. Was it an honor or it was more hard work?
No, it was. You know, when you travel outside Uganda, you're representing millions of people back home. So me retiring right now, I'm so proud to have represented my country, and I'm so proud to have taken the Ugandan name on a higher level, and I'm so proud that my name is in the history books of Uganda. So me retiring right now, I'm so happy, honored to have represented my country, to have represented Uganda, to have represented Hassan Wasswa to the world. So I'm so happy right now to everyone that supported me, everyone that was there in my time. So me retiring right now, I have no regrets.
Okay. Captain, okay, mbade sagala kano tugerabire kano akali mwega kali mu Gabon.
Egypt.
Egypt yali Egypt yali Gabon, yes. Egypt mugani yachi lwachi mwechanga mukate bukira kuba mupira.
Now kati the question kanjide mbwenti. Ola amagogo ya gambu abaana babanja sente ki. Okitegera. Now imagine tuba kubanga tetuzifunye sente ezo Egypt. Mwali zifunye Kampala.
Mwali zifunye. Atenga bali bachibakola ko.
Cause if we know the people that we work for. Twasa wokola draw hajagamba I know draw ino point na cheyamba. Nenga mu code of conduct sente zibera. Because any national player that comes to the national team, you need to sign a code of conduct. You need to abide by the federation rules. Yeah. So if they bring in these rules, it doesn't make sense. So fecha tukanya Egypt try to qualifying into the last 16.
Yes.
Nga Mr. Magogo noza maita tugenda qualifying. So when tubaza ntugamba kasa tufuna 4 points tuba qualifying already out from the group. So netukuba Congo, draw with Zimbabwe, Egypt netukuba. So I think by the time the president was in Kampala, nozanga manyi tugenda samba tukomeo. Kati tugi omanyi internet tojinyumiza. Tugenda okukebera ku internet tulaba ali washiba kuba omuziki nga Mr. President kiri kitya kasende ngate tukalaba. Mugende musambe tujja bateerako. Negamba kale. Fene tuita sikwedi mane tuita abasami negamba omanyi fenga fe tetoka kumaiza zino Dennis feva captain abajja ne tugana abasambi tetwagala kudeena atebo official batugambe ABC no bano betukwana bo mulimu cause wotababulira mazima tebajja kukola ki. So we sat down.
Good morning, this is the Mighty Drive. My name is Edgar. Talk to me and Hassan Wasswa, the captain of Uganda Cranes.
Yes, Edgar, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Thanks for hosting the captain.
Yeah, who am I talking to, please?
Timothy.
Yes, Timothy.
That gentleman, did he retire as a captain for Uganda Cranes or Mupira Gonaya Butadbe?
Okay. Kale tugenda kumubuuza ekibuuzo ekyo. Okay, ekyo captain. Soko male yensonga temu
yeah. Kati tukubira ne tugenda n'abasabi tugamba nange president agambye mu sente tusambe zijja kukola ki zijja kujja. Abasambi bamanyi bagamba bannange tujja kutuuka bane Kampala buli omu akole ki adderulwe. Sente bazituwe nga tukyaliwa.
Tukyali eno.
Naffe twakola bubi ne tugenda tugamba president ne tugamba aba official abali because president ne tugamba official betwali nabo Egypt ne ngaba nange sente baziteeke ffe tukuba omupiira cause mwatu gamba buli omupiira gwe tugoba sente zigenda ati cause we twasamba Congo baziteekayo ne tukola drone Zimbabwe ne baziteekayo so kwachi zino bagamba ate tulindeko because that means bali bamanyi we're not going to qualify. So ne tugamba nedda kiribwe kiti tubabaddemu ennaku 2 mutuwe feedback. Amasami ne tukera ku match cause by the time twali twakama kusamba Egypt ne batwamu I think it was 2 days off. Abamu ne batambulamu walking around Egypt, Cairo, bagenzi in pyramids, abala ne basigala nga bakoye. Then the second day ne tugenda mu gym. As a team nga fa abayitwala cause coach yatugamba cause the reason why disable abantu bali bamwagala yagamba buli omu akola ebibye cause ekirungi twali fit fenna cause by the time buli mujali fit. Excuse me. Kati ne third day bajja ne bagamba bannange mu training sen tugenda ziteekayo ne tugamba bannange tuba tubegayirira nga abantu abakulu mwengawe mukera ku makyangu muva kola omulimu go muntu sasule tukolifayinze olutalo lwali awo tuine empisa embi era wotuna ne by the time ne coach yali ku nakane abantu abali ku nakane tournament eyo the Sewanyanas, coach Mathew, naba abajjawo because they were siding with us. Whereby twakikolanga team okitegeera. So noza Magogo n'alaba muzamba batumisizamu amaaso n'atabuka mwagala nnyo sente naye no si kwagala sente It is we win, we qualify, you pay us. Simple. That was the deal. It is chiri mu contract. Singa gamba tetwasalinga kintu kyonna nga sigwa bitugambe tubisigning. Twani koze ekiti twani kuganiza. Tumugamba. The thing is, what to signing size bipapula. Mwechiri, we have qualified. You pay us. Simple tukole ki. So tutuuka ku Wednesday ne bagano teekayo. Mpira gwa Friday. Fetu today. Ne tugamba abasambane mumanyi temutula butuzi mu hotel. Mukere ku machi abamu bago bamugenda mu gym abala mugende mu treadmill nga fe we keeping ourselves in shape. When wakutula nga tugenda mu saa. Ne nga bamayi tusaaga. Thursday akubye simu. Banange you people are not serious. Nga Mr. President. Fe twagala kasende ku account fe tugende mu saa. That very night. Omumbejja. Kubeka ekyo tukimu. Eno Uganda wotaba mugumu na mutwe mugumu tofuna sente. Nze nkubuulira. So naffe tetugamba bannange oba budde mukikoze kale katugume. Thursday zawera sanga 11 magogo najja mu Egypt. To the meeting naffe tumugamba hey president kale nga wozze kiri kitya nagamba kale sente zamwe bazitaddeyo ne tugamba tunala notification tuli wano tulinda zawera sano zanga saa 2 ez'ekiro ne baziteekayo ne tugamba kati muhakimwadde mukalobya ebintu kibadde kintu kyangu era saa 2 cause official bali batuli training yaffe ya saa wemu sende buzaja mu saa 2 in fact fair abase mu training echi last training cause we were playing Friday twa training saa 4 ez'ekiro ne batwanga Kampala abana Uganda beka abasambi ba Uganda beka lakasiza bagala sene ne ngamba wana Uganda oteeka lakasa ngo okyali musambi ngo okyali active oja tuge Kampala bakusaleko togenda kuda Yes, the Bevis, the Muchibis, they're all some players. So I think the future is so bright. So I'm just praying for the head coach, Mr. Abdallah Mubiru, to just focus on these players, because I know he loves young players. He loves players that will work hard for him. And I know these players, they're eager to don that jersey, because that jersey is very heavy to don. Yeah.
Captain, let me pick your mind on Banaba coach Bafabia in Uganda, Okubanga, training a national team. Do you think they are ready? Okubanga Bewakwata because
yeah, they are ready, because whenever I've been with Coach Abdallah Mubiru. Coach Abdallah Mubiru, I've been with him at KCCA, I've been with him at Vipers. I think they are already in a way that singa bafocusinga ku basambi abalungi baleme focusinga ku basambi mbukale ono musambi ali mu club yange you get cream de la cream in all clubs. Sivida ogende ke aro abana je bali. Ogende ko etoro abana je bali. There are so many good players, but to focusing ku zino club enene cause abana basambi bagenze mu South Africa. 7 players bavude mu Vipers. Funa yaba sambi baba bidi mu Viper, funa yaba clubs zonna. We have how many teams? Yes, we have how many teams? We have like over 16 clubs.
Yeah, 16 clubs.
Yes, ngena mu club yo no jeyo oleme kubera so biased mura kubanga Viper nene KCC nene no abasambi je bali because you look at the team ya yo amanyi to perform okusamba so oli walabanga
I think ajimuye ga captain
ne mukwalas yeah but what kati cheba kolecho ufuna abasambi in all those clubs abasambi je bali because me have been watching the Premier League olaba bulu kuba vida team ziveyo. There are so many good players. Oshitegera abana mwebali. So zeche musaba ta focusing nnyo ku team ezama. Yes, team ezama zina brilliant players, but era na one brilliant players muli mu team ezibatawanya mu league. So bafune babede nga balonda abasami in all teams begate wamu. That is when team wejo because look at how Mitch was doing his things. Mitch used to call almost like 50 players ku trials enambora na dividing a team nga nya batano. Nemwe kuba ye nalonda omukuoma atana gatabayise kati gwa kapira ko ekakusalako
anga tetunaba kuwunzika tuwe some of the achievements zofunye mu kapira naye okuva watandise paka otuwa sina uli koyogera ku mukyala
omukyala
mukyala talimu
omukyala
ayingira wate because ogambe waberanga busy utambula
era nga odi naberanga busy ebintu byabakyala ebyo era nga sibibeera mu nnyo aja tekwacho aja tekwacho anyway ogami my achievements what else
your achievements
okay my achievements my achievements I'm so glad I got what I had to get in football. Nyinayo farm yange enkokanjero nyinayo rentals zange awo emukono mundawo
namakatu galabye
amakawa yagali
amakama tilibo by the way I've really seen where many football players stay but you carried out your onyango
no tugezako because for us we had the focus era chemayero kusembayo regime afije twavamu eyo baucho bani we used to talk a lot zino send zitufunye by the way I'm so happy with Mr. Magogo. I think mu regime ye mutufunye akasenta akayame yabasambi era I'm so by the Magogo simina ko buzibu but era muntu wakola ensobi kyono nakiri ebirungi byakoze biberawo but I'm so thankful for Mr. Magogo because he has done a tremendous job okusasula abasambi sente nyingi ku regime zona zo bado tuna okuva emabega era abasambi wobachitunula mu cause chimanyi sente zeyongera buli kanako. So nsubira abasambi nabo balina okufocusinga they concentrate on the monies that they will be getting mu federation oba mu clubs awe by investing badanga nyina rentals mukono awo era nina project ina je nkwasaganya mu kubanga tulinda ka center akanavayo akamu 7 kanavayo God willingly yes nga project isituka tuina academy je twagala okwasaganya inaguru because I have my shareholders but I'm trying to lobby some funds but you're ready but hopefully akasente kenfunye mu mpira I'm not regretting right now where I am. I'm very okay. The only thing ekinanyamba kunga nfunyemo obuzibu to reach to those people because sente tezikoweka oyinza ogamba oli bulungi but era omuntu wajja n'agamu kwa Hassan kwadde emitwalo abiri toyinza zigaana so
Captain ngatumaliriza njagala osokompitiremu ku some of your best moments while you were playing for the Uganda Cranes. What is that best moment you had?
I think there are two best moments. One was in Abu Dhabi. We beat Ivory Coast because we beat the likes of Sadio Rie, the Pepes. So Uganda coming out to beat such a team. It was one of my best moments in the national team colors and qualifying for the AFCON for a very long time after 38 years. I think those were the best 2 moments in my football career. No, Mohamed Salah by the way, Mohamed Salah namulaba Gabon yawo. Nagamba nego musajja gwe musambira wa. Nagamba I'm playing in Uganda. You man, you are here. You bichibe musamba bino. So those moments come in. Those moments come in, but wotukanga osame with those great players. Kati gwe bajja kubuuza Uganda oli otya. So there is being in a situation bu we played with those great players, but you come back to Uganda baleme kusanga ku street oberenga
you're a pauper
or so all as players we need to look at those moments to Omega Shambu. You played with those great players. Those good players, yes, they're getting crazy monies. Ne kati fa basambi fe Uganda omutajagamba bagenze mu AFCON kati ngankubwira amaziba twagenda osamba Senegal nga buli mpira gwesamba efuna emitwalo 4 ejja dola ne kati gwe musajja wato oli ku dola 2,000 3,000 osama ogenda mukuba otya naye ate kati
I have a question as well ngati tunaba kuomba what really makes a good player ate n'obubaka bwoyinza okuwa omuvubuka omuto akuzenga akulaba mu mpira nga naye ayagala kusamba omupiira.
Obubaka bwempa abavubuka bana abato focus on books, be disciplined, listen to your elders, listen to your senior players. I think that is the most important thing ekigenda driving these young players, because these young players wabakera kumachanga balaba banda be pampise ndi wa kitalo, he won't listen to you. So you come and play with him ajja kwisama maso, but any player that listens, that has that discipline mu kisawe, he will go places.
Okay. Your parting shots, Captain. Your show. You've come to the end of the show. What is that? Akatalekeka koyaga Uganda.
Akatalekeka muna Uganda mbagamba saa zino embeera gye tulimu sinungi. COVID is real. Stay safe. Observe the SOPs. Muzeezi yatugambye baleme tuggala koza abamu ffe munnaye twakoma Uganda sooke twetalemukko. So bana keep those SOPs mu nkola. Life is too short. Be safe, work hard, mukolera abaana abatalina abaana mu making sure mubakola mulabirira obulamu, because in life everything has to move on in a very smooth way. Tuleme kutambula mu mbeera mbi.
Captain, apart from when you're not playing football, what else do you love to do? Your hobbies?
My hobbies, I love to watch movies, I love to listen to music, I love to play volleyball, because volleyball is one of my other sports is in New Media. So even my siblings, my sister bange, they play volleyball. I go watch them, or we travel to Rwanda, I watch them. So that is what I usually do.
All right, thank you so much. Ndoza wanondaga comments nyingi. Alan Katerega yavuziz the Ndongo Ezra. Thank you for watching. Bagamba sound wanade tibachamuli akati olo message yakaja producer wange Teddy Ndoza ja kuchikolako. But I think we have come to the end of the show at just 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Thank you so much for watching. We had the captain himself. No, bibuzo bingi bestamubuziza. Bingi nyonyo na jako gane producer wange twinzo mukomyao. You never know in another episode, so that we can dig deep to find out more about his his life experiences, because as you know, you have watched him. Omanyi waliwo abantu abatekweka basambi w'omupiira abayimbi ffe bannamawulire bakulaba from your evolution ng'ojja paka. So his evolution says it all. He has been a tremendous player, and it's an honor to have hosted the captain of the Uganda Cranes for a couple of years right there. Thank you so much, Hassan, for joining us.
You're welcome.
We hope you can join us anytime soon. You're welcome
Definitely.
to return.
Definitely. I will.
So banna Uganda mwebale kubanga mutulabye, tujja komawo olunaku lugenda kubeera lwanca tubeerawo kuva ssaawa emu ey'okumakya paka ssaawa 3 enkya. It's a musical drive. Tujja kuba tubaleeterayo omuyimbi gwe munaaba munyumira olunaku lw'enkya. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Edgar Mathew Karuhanga. I worked with Princess Lilian Luwedde ne Captain Wuyo tuwadde naye. Teddy Tenjo was our producer of the day. nga Rogers Tuliahabwe yali ku camera. Mukose Arnold Anthony is our director, and the driver is none other than Kato Tumusime Yabera Kunkatao. Tuli live Mukono tubadde around home area ya captain himself. So ladies and gentlemen, Munzikirize Mbaleke, it has been a good morning from me and the entire team. God bless Uganda.
Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.